Time to meet our second celebrity from home and away. Please welcome Mr. Paul O'Brien.
I guess I'd say I am on the fence, but I'm really interested to see what's going to happen tonight.
I wasn't actually that concerned about the screen for the Celebrity Challenge, because if the information is there, it will flow.
First thing I was actually, as I started to tune into this, I actually feel that there's a desire to start doing a little bit more exercise with bike riding. I'm seeing pedalling bikes, which is what I'm actually getting. Two, I'm keeping, I believe there's a fireplace at your house. No fireplace, okay. I believe that there has been a little bit of a bronchial or asthmatic condition coming in there, a little bit of a chest bronchial asthmatic condition. This predominantly relates to when you were young, actually.
I did go through a period of my life where I did have a lot of bronchitis. Yeah, it was quite heavy. I was always on antibiotics and never really got better.
I feel like you're very, very good with facts, figures, numbers and information, processing information. This is actually to do with accounting and finances. So what I feel like here is it's been an examination of financial situations.
I have been looking at that because I've been looking at refinancing on my mortgage. So that's been a pretty intense just lately, actually. So I'd definitely give that one a big tick.
Paul? Let's go the angles. Come over, guys. So there's a few things there.
Bike riding, yes, because I was just thinking, I was talking to Guy and sort of saying, yeah, wouldn't mind going for a bike ride pretty soon. I'm just worried my place is burnt down, the fireplace. Nah, I should make a call, mate.
All right, Paul. Thanks, Paul.
Lovely.
Paul O'Brien.
Cheers.
Welcome back to The One. One side of the screen is for a secret celebrity. The other side is for one of our psychics. And their job is to reveal as many facts about our hidden star as they can. They've only got 5 minutes to do it. So would you please welcome our next celebrity, the lovely Toni Perin.
I feel trepidation, but I think I'm also intrigued. And if this person has the ability that they say he does, it's rather extraordinary.
Sometimes the information can be quite inspirational and random. Sometimes it's just an outward knowing, like a factual statement that must be true. I feel that this person is a bubbly, vivacious, an absolute communicator person who just loves to talk and to gossip and spend time with friends, a very outgoing personality.
Bubbly, vivacious, he nailed it, definitely.
This lady has a dog. No. I get lots of children around, but not of her own. She spends time with the children of her brothers or sisters or nephews and nieces, but not herself.
That's quite an interesting comment because I became an auntie for the first time only 4 months ago. So I'm a very proud auntie.
This person has a lot of time for other people, but it's very, very hard to get in on her inner circle of friends. But that sisterhood is very special and important to her.
I have a lot of friends that are very close to me, a good group of girlfriends, our little Sex and the City.
There was some sort of charity event or overseas trip, maybe to Africa or some other kind of volunteer work where she had to go off and do some community service as part of her publicity. No? Okay. I feel that you have definitely kept everything at bay just recently. Like you've pushed work away and so you needed some personal healing time for yourself.
I have been in a healing stage of my life, so if he was getting any kind of psychic vibrations from me, I felt like this was very close to who I am at the moment.
Let's raise the screen and see who your celebrity is. It is none other than the delightful Toni Perin.
For a surface reading, I felt that I did really well. It was quick, it was simple, it was just picking up surface thoughts and surface bits of information.
I feel like I wanted another half hour with him, so we could have actually got down to the nitty-gritty.
Time now to meet our final celebrity. He won a Logie on Home and Away, then took off to America to be a star on Days of Our Lives and then General Hospital. I'm talking about Justin Melby.
I am a believer. I always believe there's a spiritual and an emotional sense out there. So I'm definitely open to it.
I think having a celebrity there, if I see the person and the screen isn't there, then I could get a little starstruck. So hopefully with the screen there, it will keep me calm and I can read them just like I would read anybody else. Okay, I get that this person has strong upper body framework. They're quite a strong built person. I get this is a male.
I go to the gym, I look after myself. I'm very, very health conscious.
I get the name Carrie, Kenny, yeah, something connected with that name. Championship, I keep hearing like championship ring connected with this person, or championship.
I represent Australia in the World Cup in freestyle skiing, so I competed in championships all over the world.
Brothers, I'm hearing brothers, strong connection with brothers.
I have a very strong connection with my brothers. I have a brother that passed away, and I have a very strong connection to him.
Ice cream, loves ice cream.
I do eat a paddle pop every night before I go to bed. Probably have 5, 6 paddle pops a week.
Let's lift the screen. This is Justin Melby.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you very much. Overall, I felt I went pretty well with Justin. I knew I was picking up the right things. So once I got out there, I just kept flowing with that and it just came together.
So thanks to Amanda and Justin Melby. To our judges, how did you feel about that?
I thought it was a very interesting examination of when you take away a lot of feedback from our contestants. They find it a lot more tricky because they do rely on feedback. It's like a conversation. It's interesting to note that what they said can mostly be described as generalizations, and a few things hit the mark, from my point of view.
It's what Richard might term a generality. I don't necessarily agree about. I think there are some things that people might consider a generality, but it's incredibly true for them. You know, Toni Perrin, for example, you could say it's a generality to say, oh, you know, she's a very bubbly person and, you know, very outgoing, you know, that's a generality. But it's not. Look at her. She's not. That is a defining quality.
Difficult decision. Stacey?
Every week that we go along, it gets harder and harder. And I'm actually relieved, both Richard and I, that this is the last time we have to do this, because it is very, very difficult. I'd like to congratulate you, and I would also like to thank you for being such amazing ambassadors. You're being very, very brave. What you do up there is very, very difficult, so thank you.
I believe I will make the final 3 because overall I feel my performance compared with all the other psychics has been quite good. It's been quite steady, so that brings a lot of confidence.
I feel pretty good about making the final 3, I have to admit. I'm feeling pretty certain that I'll get through tonight and be in the final.
I was planning to excel. I was hoping that this would be the one. I just wasn't able to get to that depth of accuracy that I normally do. It's a really scary concept, knowing that you could be going home after all the great work that we've done.
The medical intuition today was nowhere near as good as I had hoped it would be. I was just so panic-stricken that it all fell apart.
Jason, I'm sorry, you're not the one.
This has been a totally amazing experience. One of the greatest gifts is being able to work and get to know the top psychics in the country. I'm really glad of the opportunity that we've had to be able to share what we can do with other people. And I'm hoping that we have acted as great ambassadors for the industry that we're so proudly members of.
To vote for the psychic you think is next week. Our finalists will face the toughest psychic tests so far and will attempt to solve one of the greatest modern murder mysteries of our times. Plus, of course, we will reveal the one. We're getting closer and you hold the answer. We'll see you next week for the final edition of The One. Thanks for watching.